The slideshows focus on the business issue raised by MIT University and MIT partner Adobe, and we want to seek solution to reimagine the future of undergraduate business education. The specific approach is outlined below.
On this page, we will talk about some problems we may face when using Adobe in daily learning at MIT. First, we need to think about whether using Adobe will work better than the traditional ways of learning. We should ask ourselves if it really helps us learn more effectively. Second, we need to consider how Adobe can help MIT students improve their skills. Some students may be missing certain skills, and we want to see if Adobe can help fill in these gaps. Third, we should think about whether Adobe can help students learn on their own. It's important that students can use Adobe to study independently and get better at self-learning. Lastly, we want to see how Adobe can show diversity and inclusiveness in learning. We want to make sure that all students, no matter their background or learning styles, can benefit from using Adobe.
Firstly, Jimmy is a teacher who has been working in the education industry for many years. So she's familiar with the advantages and disadvantages of the education industry and also has a great desire to change the proposition of education industry with technology. So it seemed that Jimmy, that group of people is undoubtedly one of the most knowledgeable group of people in the education industry. And secondly, the enhancement of technology is undoubtedly a great help to the education industry. If you invest in our solution, I'm confident that you will not lose money. After all, education is the lifelong thing. The parents will let their children since birth do not accept the baptism of education. So it seems that the education industry is a rigid industry, which will only make your investment more secure.
Imagine a learning experience that feels less like studying and more like embarking on an epic adventure. That's what our interactive learning gamification proposal aims to achieve. Our team has concluded that an interactive learning gamification approach to our new learning space would be the best way for us to solve this issue of undergraduate students' decreasing levels of active participation and engagement. Picture this. A virtual world where learners are not passive recipients of information but active participants in their own educational journey. Learners will engage in the material through various interactive activities such as puzzles, quizzes, challenges, and simulations. Each task is carefully designed to reinforce key concepts and promote critical thinking while also being entertaining and immersive by incorporating game elements such as points, levels, rewards, and so on. Our team weighed the options on an impact effort matrix and decided that interactive learning gamification would be high impact, high effort. Although it is high effort, the degree of impact it could have on students is well worth the investment. According to an interview our team conducted, their main points of contention consist of a need for technology to enhance fun and to mitigate the feeling of learning sometimes feeling rigid and passive. By centering on individual engagement and delivering a dynamic, immersive learning environment, we're poised to drive impactful and desirable results. As for the project's feasibility, it is definitely possible to implement into the learning space, but will require some careful planning. With this in mind, we believe this proposal is highly viable and worth investing into. As a company, we can make our stakeholders, mainly undergraduate students, better off by creating a well-balanced, fun, and genuinely engaging learning application for the learning space. Our primary value proposition fits critical trends in society as customers' opinions have become more influential as time passes. Therefore, listening to their feedback is vital. The solution created will only have copyright issues for the sake of our brand as far as IP law considerations go.
In our journey, we consider external factors affecting this initiative. Politically, we align with Australia government's educational policies, ensuring our learning space meet digital standards. Economically, we recognize the need for viable investment. that foster innovation and sustainability in the academic sector. Socially, our focus is on inclusivity. MIT's diverse student requires a learning space that adaptable and culturally sensitive, accommodating different learning preferences and backgrounds. Technologically, we are integrating tools to enhance educational delivery. However, these advancements come with challenges, including maintaining robust cybersecurity and ensuring technological relevance. Legally, we are committed to upholding data protection laws and respecting the intellectual property rights of our community. Environmentally, when we expand digitally, reducing physical resource reliance, we are also made for our energy consumption and its impact. Our stakeholders, from students to staff, are at the heart of these developments. Their engagement and feedback have been invaluable in shaping a future learning space that is advancement and response to their needs.
Our prototype is to create a gamification-like learning space to improve learning efficiency and the subtle experience of technology enhancement to change the education industry. We also made a test based on this model. The test result found that at least 70% of the people said they preferred prototype with a game and a fine-tune element. Our team is based on the current state of the education industry to innovation such a model and to use it as a way to motivate students and the people working in the education industry to be more active. Therefore, investing in our proposal and solution will help you understand the education industry better.
For effectively implement the interactive learning gamification solution within an educational institution, a Gantt chart can be utilized to plan and execute a project over 2 months and across 6 phases. The first phase, planning and design for 1 week. From the project team, define roles and determine design specification for the learning platform and gamification features. Develop a detailed project plan including scope, resources, and timeline. For the second phase, software development for 2 weeks. Divide into 3 parts. The first one, develop the interactive learning platform with quiz, flashcards, and minigames. The second one creates gamification elements such as points system, badges, and rankings. The third one integrate AI draft, feedbacks, and analyze tools. For 3 fees, pilot testing for 1 week. Deploy the prototypes in select classes, collect feedback and students and educations, and edits based on the feedback. For the fourth phase, for implementation for 1 week, for integrate the platform into the university digital infrastructure and launch cross relevant courses. For 5 phase, monitoring and updating for 2 weeks. Continuously monitor system performance and engagement, regularly update and the platform and to add new features and enhance to use experiences. For the last phase, evaluation and iterative improvement for 2 weeks concurrently with phase 5. Evaluate the system impact, make interactive improvements, and consider extending and platform's functionality. There are 3 parts for call of action. The first one, financial investment. Commit to funding the development and the implementation of interactive learning platforms and gamification tools. MIT and Adobe financial support will enable to us secure these solutions, enhance educational outcomes for a broader student base. The second one, expertise sharing, provide us with access to their experts to technology and education. Their insights will be invaluable to us to refine our solutions and ensure they are reliable, user-friendly, and effective. The third one, resource allocation. Our technology resources or software lessons that can add into development and deployment of our education tools. Access to cutting-edge technology is crucial for staying at the forefront of educational innovation.